Okay, so I might be a little bit crazy, but hear me out. I've been thinking about learning things like game development. And because I have an idea. And I'm not sure if it's gonna work pretty well, but we'll see. I have been starting on a project, but I need to learn coding still, or whatever. Whatever. Okay. So, the idea then. And then everybody's like, you're crazy. You're already thinking about something with multiple chapters than one in it. And I'm like, yes, I am that crazy. I don't even know how to code very well. But I'm already having ideas for that. I am insane sometimes. But of course, I have 2 months of doing almost nothing, so whatever. It's the summertime. I can do it. Hopefully. Anyways, there will probably be a lot less releases if I actually pull into this. And I'm going to totally do a lot more then. Okay. Anyways, where was I? Okay, so then I might do things like doing more computerized videos, releasing less, or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Learn even more animating, spend way more time on projects, or less time. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out one day. So, now you might be interested. Or maybe you're not. I don't know if you're interested. I don't look into your mind. I don't know if you're interested in this or not. I don't know. But, anyways, what would be any lore? A storyline. Any game would need story. Or it would make no sense to me. It would make no sense to me if I don't add any storyline to this. So there is a reason why you're doing what you're doing, or why you're there in the first place. You don't know, but someone would know, I guess. Okay, so, yeah. There is a storyline to this, and there is definitely going to be lore, or whatever. Okay, so you're all like, what? That makes no sense. But it's kind of an idea no one else thought of, I think. Has anyone else thought of the main character being a historian that tries to figure out a mystery because apparently 20 years have been taken off history for no reason? Of course, anybody would want to find that out. Right? Okay, whatever. And everybody might be like, why would we trust this random person? Why would you? I don't know. Why would you trust a random person? You don't know. Maybe because you want to. Okay. So, that's a very short idea. And then you might be like, what is this door that this character's talking about? And I'm like, it's a portal that takes the form of a door. You know, like similar to the ones in the monsters movies. Those kind of doors are also portals. So, yeah, it is possible that this could be just a portal. And then you might be like, but what's behind the portal? And I'm like, hee hee, You had to find it for yourself. Why are you asking so many questions? Why don't you find out for yourself? Okay. To the next thing. Okay, so I have 2 different times when I had this idea, so there's obviously going to be different pictures of characters drawn. Similarly to main characters, helpful creatures, and just characters that you see once and you never see again. So, yeah, there are some of these characters that you will only see once. Okay, let's go with one of the first ideas. Okay, so there's these creatures. Yeah, the original design was like this or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe if I was going to add some weird puzzle thing, I'll just add these characters in there just to make everybody's time harder. Just to make it harder. Next, there's these creatures. They might be friendly, but some of them are different. Like, I was going to have this dog originally in the first idea. Should I still add this dog person? Humanoid thing? Should I? I kinda want to. Do you think I should? Yeah, I probably should. Okay. To the next one. Now, these kind of games cannot really have their completion if they do not have some sort of chase sequence. So I had different ideas for the monsters in that. One of them being this undead dog. I don't know. Why are the dogs invading this? I don't know. I just really like dogs, I guess. Yeah. Now, there was going to be a second scene, but by a different creature. At first, it was going to be like this huge bloodworm with caterpillar legs and a huge mouth, and it was bigger than you, and you had to run away from it and try to kill it. But then I also thought, maybe I should do some cyborg cat thingy. I don't know. Which one would do better for some horror sequence? I don't know. Which one do you think? Yeah. Do you want to do a bloodworm chase? Also, the character that you meet soon after you come in had different designs too. Even though she was just supposed to help you get to the door of, I don't know, what should I call the door? The portal. I'll just call it the portal because it's a portal and it's a door. I don't know. So, first there was going to be like some witch related design because reasons. I don't know. But then I thought to do something a little bit different. Like there's also a few other different designs. Like there was this one I had for chapter 2, and then there was like one I thought about doing for now, and like a few others. Yeah. So there were different things I thought for this character too. And of course, for Act 1, there's gonna be like some antagonist trying to stop you from going to the next area. This character would be a weird cat creature thing. Humanoid cat creature that's named Nala, which also had a few designs. Some of them were kind of interesting, I can say. Kind of. So, there's this one, which is the original idea. And then there's also like this one, which is a bit different. I don't know. I think some of these ideas is whether do I want this to be more creepy or less creepy? Because I don't know what I can put in this. Time for something like, I don't know, the next part. This also had multiple different kinds of map layouts for chapter 1. Like this first chapter's area was based on a simpler thing than the next couple chapters would be, which is basically just related off of the first ideas were it being related off of dreams and nightmares, except for instead of them being in your head, they're in an unknown research facility, which you could learn this about in storyline. Not sure if I want to put in the lore in here, because I want people to guess the lore, because it's funny. Okay, so here is some ideas for like the nightmare side. One idea I had was this little puzzle thing, which one idea was, the original was that you try to get through these rooms and you find out which ones have the key or buttons or whatever in them, and some of them had monsters in them. And then I thought of also doing a maze for this one, so that'd be part 1. And then there was this chase sequence also in that area against the dog, just the dog, the undead dog. And then there was like this dream area that I had for it originally. I don't know if I should still add it. It'd probably make the chapter longer if I do add it, which would mean more play time in there, but also a lot more work, because it also had its own entities. Its own boss fight chase scene. Yeah. Except for the weird thing is for that, the original idea was, I should make it based off of like tiny things, like fairies and insects. Which would be funny to make creepy. Yeah, that'd be fun. How do you make a fairy creepy? You obviously, I don't know. How do you make a fairy creepy? I don't know. Okay, so then there's also this idea that I remembered from the horror map experience I made Sam do, where there was like this little school area, which could explain things later on with the experiments you'll find out about later. It would make sense for this to be here, but near to the end of the chapter where there's another chase sequence. So technically, I could add 3 instead of 2. That would be fun. And fun. Okay, so that was pretty much map layout. There were many ideas for game function. One of the ideas was these little wand things you would use for doing things with, like spells, which would make sense for the original idea, was it was based more on magic. Like it's all magical and mystical. And then also there's like gonna be this tablet thing, which you could find out for yourself what that would be useful for. And then there's like also this VR headset, which will be useful for later chapters. So stop looking at the VR headset. It's not coming in the first chapter, weirdo. And that's what you're going to be using for game functions. Hurrah. Hey! So that is all for now, I guess. And, what is bro doing? Everybody's just dying. Okay, so that's the end of the video for now. And now you might be like wondering, wait a minute, why did you make this? What use of it is for us other than knowledge? Because who knows? Who cares? It's just knowledge. And the idea is, I don't know. I wanted to do this. I like doing weird things. To put projects just because I need to learn something. And then it's not like this game's gonna be like really big or something. It's just some projects that I'm making. It's not like it's gonna be really big or anything like that. It's just a project. Don't act like it is. It's totally not. Unless my brother overreacts it. I don't know. Maybe my younger brother would overreact this. Who knows what my younger brother will do. It's just you and me, random person. Okay, never mind. So that's all for today. Adios, nerds.